about how he has to dial some of himself down and some of himself up to avoid any further incidents in this situation?
No, I think he's going to play with that same aggression, that same passion, leave it all on the floor, but be smart. I think he can do that without having to take a piece of himself away from what he does on the floor and who he is as a basketball player and a competitor and whatnot. So he won't get baited into any kind of altercations. He won't. I'm pretty sure he'll be talkative, but hopefully in a very constructive kind of way. So that'll be good.
Tim on the left.
Steph, I guess you had the film session from the last game this morning. What do you do when you see he had some open threes in the last game? What do you think when you see yourself get that shot and miss that shot a few times in pretty key spots last game?
I don't really worry about the shots that I missed. Those are ones you live with. You live with the result. You don't really want to go back and analyze, oh, I got open, what happened, why'd I miss it, or was my feet, not square to the basket, or did I not hold my follow through, whatever. I don't really worry about that because those shots will come, and if I can keep the confidence, I'll hopefully knock them down the next game. The stuff that kind of bothered me the most is there's on the offensive end of certain possessions where we had the right reads and the right looks, but passes got deflected because they were a little lazy, or we didn't have the crispness to what we were doing. That was a situation where you feel like you had missed opportunities. Open shots, make or miss doesn't really bother me that much, but the other stuff that takes us out of the rhythm of our offense, that I control most of it, is the frustrating part. So that was the most glaring thing that we saw on the film, and I'll have to shore that up.
And defensively, what would you say? What specifically did you not love about that game when you look back on the film?
Breakdowns, communicating on switches and in transition, finding our matchups, and certain details of the fundamentals of just body position on defending guys one-on-one in space. We gave too many angles to the basket where we put our help defense in a bad spot with straight line drives to the basket and whatnot. I mean, it might be overblown a little bit because they made so many tough shots, but if you have guys that are hot and you give them those 3 to 5 possessions where you have breakdowns as well, it just makes things worse. So you got to fix those.
Thank you, Steph.